Hey everyone, thanks for starting to learn to play games. My name is Lance, and today I want to talk about the channel in general. This is kind of a State of the Union update of the channel and how things are going in that, and just to kind of give you guys an update. I've shot these in the past and never actually released any of them, so hopefully I'll be happy with this one, and you guys will get to see this and let me know what you think of it. So I have a bunch of notes that I want to cover, and so hopefully I'll try to keep the video not too long, but just trying to cover everything that's going on. So first off, with channel news, we're closing in on some really big numbers that I'm excited about. We're only a few hundred subscribers short of hitting 6,000 subscriptions. So that is amazing. And thank you so much for all of you that have taken the time to subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot and I really appreciate it. The second thing is we're also closing in on 1 million views, which is another just unbelievable, and I'm so humbled and appreciative of everybody that's taken the time to watch my face and listen to me talk and bring games and teach games to you guys and listen to all the different things that I have to say. So just thank you so much for joining me on this journey that I've started, and I hopefully will continue to produce content that you guys enjoy, and will continue to grow and be able to bring additional and new content that hopefully everybody's going to enjoy. The second new thing is new equipment. I am really excited about this. As you guys see, I have a brand new camera sitting off to the side here. This is a brand new Nikon Z6 that has 4K capabilities, is rated as an excellent camera for video quality in that, and this is going to be replacing my top-down views for a lot of my videos. I haven't really been too happy with those. Unfortunately, at the time I was using a GoPro, and it was the only thing that I had that gave me a wide enough angle to cover the entire board, or most of it, that I was able to do. So I've talked to a number of professionals. They recommended that I go with a wide angle lens, so I will be purchasing that soon. And it's an expensive lens, but hopefully it's going to give me that really wide angle, really sharp, clean image. So hopefully that is going to help with the video quality. I'm also going to be adding some other new equipment that I'm working on, making sure that I purchase the right stuff and researching at this point. But it also might add some really interesting B-roll elements and some other interesting, unique dynamic movements in that. So in the coming months, hopefully as this stuff starts rolling in and I get comfortable with using it, you guys will start seeing some new changes to some of the way that the videos are filmed and the presentation of the videos. So hopefully you'll like that, but let me know in the comments below as you see these changes, or if you even notice these changes. I'd love to hear from you and get feedback on that. The next thing is new art. So I've been working with a professional artist for a few months now, and I'm developing a new art style for my brand. I've gotten a lot of feedback in the past on the Learn to Play logo, which is something that I just kind of created. The initial words that you see at the introduction of pretty much every one of my videos that kind of rotate, that was just me. I'm not an artist by any means. So it was something I threw together to help me get going, and at this point I've been able to pay an artist, so I'm collaborating with them to work on a brand new set of branding for the channel. So as soon as that's done, you guys are going to be seeing that. I'd love to hear some feedback on it as it comes out, if you like it and enjoy it. And I'm also going to be changing up my thumbnails again. As that comes in, I'll be working with the artist to design and develop all of that stuff. So hopefully going forward, as this stuff comes out, you'll start seeing some more professional looking things within the videos as well. Just really trying to push those limits and continue to grow as a channel. So the next thing is new videos. And before I go into that, I do want to just address a couple things real quick. So most of you do not know, as I have not really talked about it, but I've had some major back problems over the last year and a half. I herniated a disc in my back, and I've went through pretty much all of the non-surgical means that I could go through to try to fix it, and nothing seemed to work. And over the last week and a half, or the last month, it has gotten so bad. I started developing numbness in my leg. I had massive pain in my hip from the impingement on the nerve, And so I was forced to make a hard decision, and I talked with my doctors, and we decided to go ahead with surgery. So I had that, and everything went well, and I'm feeling a lot better. Unfortunately, the recovery for that surgery is fairly long. It's going to take 6 to 12 weeks for me to fully recover. And up until that point in time, or until the doctor gives me the go-ahead, I cannot bend over, I can't twist, and I can't lift anything over a certain weight limit. So that is going to affect the videos that I can put out. Unfortunately, that's going to probably put a stop on some of the teaching videos going forward for a little while, as I can't bend over the board to do things, and for different shots and being able to move my equipment around and that kind of stuff. That being said, I also am working on some new videos, and this was going on before. Some of you guys have hopefully watched, or there's a few of you that have watched a couple of the new videos that I've had. And I've started a new series where I do covering the solo rules and playing through a game, showing how that works and kind of teaching it, but not in my original format where I break everything down and really go into it, making sure that all of the rules are laid out in a nice even fashion. This is kind of like a run and gun. I have one video up for that. I have another one that's going to be coming up shortly for Wingspan, covering the solo mode with that, and I am looking at doing more of those, and I have gotten some feedback already with people wanting to see additional videos where I go back and play some of the games that either I've already taught or just covering new games that I get as well. So I would also, I continue to love to hear from you guys on that. Let me know if that is something that you would like me to do. Which games would you like me to cover that I've either already done or that are currently out? And I am looking at continuing to do that. I'm looking at potentially doing that with Nemesis, as that has a solo mode in it, and any other game that is really popular I haven't really covered yet, to really just be able to get some of those onto the table and get videos up for those. I also am working on a couple of other videos which I'll have going up within the next couple days as soon as this video is up. And this is a series that is going to be centered around 5 games of a particular category. And these are not going to be done in any particular order. This is not the top 5. This is basically just games from my collection that I've enjoyed and played that I would recommend, or that I think would be really good fits for certain things. So the very first one I'm going to put up is 5 games that I recommend for families with small children. So if this series is something of interest to you, please check it out. If you like them, let me know in those comments below, and I'll continue making them. And I'm also going to go back and revisit some of those if it's something that takes off and people enjoy. So, for example, when I cover dungeon crawlers, I'm going to do the the dungeon crawlers that I like the best initially. And then if people like it enough, obviously I'm a huge dungeon crawling fan, so I have more than that. So I'd love to go back and cover more of these. As I said, this is not really designed to be a top 5 or any type of order within that or anything like that. So that's another new series I'm working on. I also have some other new formats that I'm looking at trying. I'm going to try to do some more stuff with Kickstarters, potentially doing some more videos with designers over Tabletop Simulator. So I've got a lot of really good ideas, hopefully, that'll continue to bring new content out as I heal, and until I can get back into doing some other teaching videos like I used to. So just kind of bear with me. Let me know on these new formats what you guys think, if you like them, if you don't, or if there's other things that I can do to make them better. So as I go into it, like I said, I've thought about doing some Kickstarter videos where I take a look at a particular Kickstarter game that's up right now and just kind of giving my opinions on it, breaking it down, letting you guys know what I think of it, if it's one that I'm interested in backing, if I like the way that the layout is done, and just kind of critiquing and breaking down that particular Kickstarter game as it is presented on Kickstarter. So let me know if that's something you guys would like, or if there's other things you would like me to cover within that, if you want me to try to go into a little bit more detail on what I think on the rules, if they have a preview of the rules, or my opinions on other things within that. Let me know, and as I start working on those videos, I'll bring them out, and hopefully you guys will like them, and as always, please let me know. So another thing I want to cover are there is a couple of videos that I have in the wings that I was able to shoot before that will be coming out shortly. So the first one is going to be a teaching video for Sanctum, and this is from CGE, and I had a really good time with this one, and it's going to be a full teaching video. I also have a teaching video for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from IDW covering the cooperative mode. So I'll have that one out shortly. I'm just doing some fine tuning on that one. I really want to make sure that all the rules in that are covered correctly on that. So I'm doing last couple minute touches, and hopefully that one will be up shortly. And finally, I did some shooting for Cloud Spire. That one is a huge game, and I had some really big challenges with, but I also am working really hard on that one, and I'm working on some After Effects stuff to really make some new, interesting three-dimensional things within the video. So that one is probably going to take a little bit longer for me to get out, and I might have to do some reshoots with that one as well, but that is coming. I know a lot of you guys have watched my Too Many Bones video, and I will be doing some more coverage on those as well as soon as I have some time. I would love to do some stuff on Undertow, which I have back there, and really getting into Cloud Spire more, as they just completed another Kickstarter that was very successful. So I'm looking to do some new coverage on that, but I really would like to get that teaching video out and hear your guys' responses on that as well. But like I said, I'm new to After Effects, working on learning that, and hopefully you guys will really appreciate some of the effects that I can do with that if I can pull it off. So that being said, the last thing I want to get into, and I'm going to cut to that because I changed things around. So the last thing that I want to do is I'd like to start interacting with my audience more. So for those of you that continue to come back and watch my content, I obviously would like to reward that. I already did one contest. I'm also going to be looking at doing other giveaways and that to help with just saying thank you to all of my viewers and all that. But I also would like to start interacting with you guys more and getting more feedback. So what I want to end this video with is a choice. Most of these games I'm going to be doing videos for, or doing teaching videos for and whatnot at some point. But I would like you guys to let me know in the comments down below which one you would like to see first. So for this selection, I have chosen 3. They're all big box games, so these will probably be fairly big videos that are going to take a little bit of time. But the first one is Joan of Arc. This is one that is from Mythic Games. They've had 2 successful Kickstarters so far, and I started getting into this one, and the first rulebook was pretty rough, especially with the scenario, and that I ran into some issues with a friend. We tried to sit down and play it the first time and just had a mess. So I know they've released a second updated rulebook, and they've continued to work on that, and I really do appreciate that from Mythic Games. They continue to try to make their games as good as they possibly can be. So in the game itself is absolutely beautiful. The miniatures are amazing. I'm usually not that big a fan of a 10mm miniature, but they really managed to capture a ton of details in those minis. So this is definitely one that I'd like to will be covering at some point. But this is the first option. The second one that I am considering is Nemesis. So I know this one's a little bit older, but obviously they just released, or just are finishing up, a new Kickstarter. That was actually one of the ones I was actually considering doing a video on right off as a startup, but unfortunately with the surgery and all that, I just did not get around to it, and it's ending at the time of this filming, I think, in 9 hours. So I just don't want to rush that kind of a video and screwed up. So I'm going to have to wait and do that again. But this is the other title. I just actually played my first game of this. As I was unable to do anything else, I kind of, before the surgery, was able to sit down, go through the rules, and play a game by myself, just going through it and testing it out. Had a really good time with it. Definitely would love to do a playthrough video on this one for the solo or co-op. I really enjoy the co-op elements. I mean, I think the game really does shine it as well on its own as a semi-cooperative. But unfortunately, I didn't have anybody to play with, so I went ahead and played and got my butt kicked. So those aliens are not to be messed with. So that's the second option. The final option is the Hellboy game. And again, this is an older title. Came out a little while ago. I've had a couple of fans request this one from me already, and it is one that I am going to tackle. It's just been I also have a ton of backlogged games that I have to get through. As you don't necessarily know, but there is a ton of work that goes into filming and producing the playthrough or the teaching videos, learning the games, play testing the games, going through the rules over and over again, making sure that I have all the details down. So some of these new videos will actually help with some of that, getting caught up. And I guess unfortunately with everything that's been going on in social distancing and all of the stuff that's going on in the world right now, it's actually kind of given me a little bit of time to catch up on some of these games as our convention season is completely shut down besides some of the virtual stuff. But so I haven't gotten a lot of new games recently. So I've been able to go back and actually play some of these older games and whatnot. But anyways, so these are the three that I'm looking at. So please let me know in the comments below which one of these you would like to see as the next teaching video. And again, keep in mind, this isn't going to happen right away. This, until my back heals, I unfortunately cannot really be doing a lot of these types of things, but it will be one of my top priorities as I heal and I have those opportunities to move ahead with some of this stuff. So let me know in the comments below which one of these titles you guys would like to see next that I'll be working on. And then again, as I put out other content, I have a number of other games that I'm working on and would love to do some coverage on as well. So, please let me know. I'd love to start some conversations with you guys. I really would like to get some more involvement from the community and be able to help meet some of your requests and needs as well. We're all in this together. We're all playing together, hope in some way, and we all love games. And I would love to continue to be able to produce good content for you guys and girls that are enjoying this stuff and joining me on this journey. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it to the end here, I know I kind of rambled on a little bit, and I do apologize for that. But I felt like this was an important video to make as I haven't really addressed some of this stuff yet. And as you see the channel change a little bit and some of the different video types that are coming out there, that is some of the reasons why. Okay, so I did have to jump around a little bit in the video. I'll have to splice that together in editing. But I just want to close with, again, saying thank you to everybody. I am really humbled and excited to hit some of these milestones. I can't wait. I'll announce when I do on my Facebook and Twitter accounts, and probably try to do a giveaway or something to really kind of celebrate hitting those landmark numbers. So thank you again, and continue to watch. Let me know what you guys think. Please hit those subscribe buttons and likes if you haven't subscribed yet, as it still is a huge help. It helps me continue to grow and be able to continue to produce these videos and get new content for you guys. And again, let me know what else you guys like to see, what the feedback is, good and bad, on these new video types and everything else. So looking forward to continuing to make some hopefully good content for you guys in the future. And as always, thanks again for watching, tuning in. And if you made it this far in the video, wow, you guys are amazing. So thank you so much. And I'll see you again soon.